All right, Morgan, what are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to talk about how to find your first job and your first client on Upwork. So here's a topic that comes up all the time: how to find your first job or your first client on Upwork. Guys, quick introduction. I'm Morgan Overholt. This is the Morgan Overholt Mix. I've earned $600,000 on the Upwork platform, and this is Alaina O'Neill.
I'm the mix. I'm Alaina O'Neill, and I help out Morgan with freelance graphic design, and we run a blog together.
But today we're going to do something a little bit different. Alaina and I are actually going to kind of play a little bit of a game show with you guys. We have our whiteboards here. So before we started, we said that we were going to in real time pick 3 tips that we felt like helped each of us get our first jobs on Upwork. We're going to write them down in ascending order. So we're going to start at our third favorite tip, our second favorite tip, and our number 1 favorite tip, and we're going to see how they compare in real time. And we do not know what the other person is going to write down. Okay, so you'll really get to see what helped us get our very first jobs on Upwork. And before I begin, I will warn you, getting your first job on Upwork is a really hard thing to do. It took me 2 weeks. So hang in there if this is currently you. And I hope that these tips will help you out. All right. So Alaina, are you ready to begin?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go for it. All right. Tip number 3, we're going to do a countdown. Okay. Reveal. Oh, I'm too close.
I said apply for multiple jobs daily. It takes a long time to get that first nibble. I was just talking to you about getting my hair done recently, and the girl I was working with actually told me she was an aspiring graphic designer. And I said, "Oh, well, have you heard of Upwork?" And she said, "Yeah, I heard a couple people said they tried it and they didn't really see results from it." And I'm always very suspicious of those people. And I wonder how many jobs did those people apply for before they gave up on it? Because it takes persistence. And so if you want to be successful, you should apply for multiple jobs every day until you get that first bite.
Yeah, I applied for over a dozen before someone even wrote me back. So that's just the way it goes. It's kind of like getting on Tinder and being like, well, didn't find the love of my life in week 1. So I guess Tinder doesn't work. I mean, anything worth trying, going to the gym or finding the love of your life, it's going to take time. All right. So yeah, you got to be persistent, apply for multiple jobs every day. And mine was learn how to write proposals. I almost hit the camera again. But no, this is also really important, guys, because you really have to learn how to write a proposal that actually sells. I think way too many people, they kind of get lost in all of that. They really don't think about the client and what the client needs and what the client wants, and their proposals reflect that. So make sure that you check out our other video that we have where we go into depth about how to write a really effective proposal. And also make sure to check out my full-length blog article on the subject, which we will link below, because I've got real actionable tips as well as a template that you can follow. Tip number 2. Ready? We'll reveal.
Okay. 3,
go.
2.
Oh, these are both really good, Alaina. I like these. I've got learn how to close, and I'm even I forgot my other side, my parentheses. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, learn. And I've also recommended
It's ironic. Learn how to close and you didn't close your parentheses. Okay, so I said be confident. And I drew a nice little illustration here. I'm a graphic designer. Remove the words I think and I believe from your vocabulary. I think this is so important. It kind of ties into your, I guess, last tip about writing proposals. But I do this for proposals. I do this for emails. I do this for pretty much everything I write nowadays. I try to do it as I speak. Sometimes I think I'm not very good at it. See what I did there? Being confident in how you write proposals is everything. The client just wants to know that you can handle the work, that you know that you can handle the work. And whenever you use qualifiers like I think, I believe, I should be able to, you're doing yourself a disservice. You know that you can do the job and you should portray that.
Mm-hmm. You say things like, I am confident I can do this job. I will be able to deliver on time. I will be able to complete this task as you've laid out, or whatever, that kind of stuff. Don't say, I think I can do it. I believe I can get it done. Your clients are going to freak out. They're going to be like, oh, I don't sound like you really think that at all. All right. And then mine was learn how to close. And my favorite one, I don't know if you can read my handwriting, is called the assumptive close technique. This works so well. In fact, I talked about this earlier in the Upwork chat on Twitter that we had earlier today, that we were talking about how Like I swear this works insanely well. I swear, I think I close 99% of the deals that I use this technique on. But usually what I do in the interview process is I talk to the client and I ask them a bunch of questions, almost like I'm interviewing them rather than they're interviewing me. And then the sword ties into what Alaina was just saying. I speak very confidently. Like I assume that I got the job, baby. Like, so if I'm sitting there talking to you after I've got the project requirements, I just say, okay, great. Well, when can you go ahead and send those over so we can get started? All right. Well, don't forget in the call to go ahead and send over the offer because I'm excited to work with you. I mean, I talk like that so that I act like I assume I've already got the job, and all the other candidates, whatever, we've forgotten about them. And I swear to you, that works so very well to speak as though you have presumed that you are the winner and that you were the only candidate who has applied. And that works not only in Upwork, but that works in life. So feel free to test it out. It's kind of like, imagine all you married women out there be like, or you're telling your boyfriend, be like, oh man, I'm so excited about that great gift you got me for my birthday. Then imagine the pressure for your significant other to actually get you a nice gift.
Do you use that one too? Do you use that on your husband?
I can't reveal all my secrets on this podcast, Alaina.
Oh, he doesn't. Does he watch this YouTube channel?
He does not. All right. Number 1. Here we go. Okay. Awesome. Reveal.
3, 2.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Actually, these are basically the same tip. All right. You have applied for small jobs at first. And I said, look at it as a marketing expense. And I drew an illustration here of 5 stars, which is kind of, even though they sound really different, they're kind of the same thing. So do you want to start talking about yours? Apply for small jobs at first?
Yeah. So it kind of goes against some of the other advice that we've given about focusing on long-term contracts, which you should also be doing. But if you are brand spanking new to that platform and you don't have any reviews under your belt and you need to get that first job on the board, apply for small jobs, because you just want to get a review up there as quick as you can. You don't want to take anything too high risk. You want to make sure that it's something you can complete it quickly this afternoon. The quicker, the better. Even if that job is $5, you just take it, you do it, you ask for 5 stars, and then you can go on your merry way. But that first job is going to be so important for you.
Yeah. And that's like basically kind of what, even though I worded it completely differently, but I always say marketing expense because that's what my husband told me. Back when I was first on Upwork, I was like, oh gosh, James, I don't know. But none of these bigger clients are biting. What am I going to do? Like I would want like a, multi-$100,000 job here. Right. And he was like, look, the most important thing you can do, Morgan, is get that first 5-star review. And how do you do that? Just apply for anything, like anything that you can get done quickly and quickly get the 5-star. Because the second that you get that 5-star review on your board, everything is going to be so much easier going forward. So I treated my first client more like a marketing expense. Sure, I made $5, guys, in my first Upwork job. It was nothing to write home about, but luckily I got it done in less than 10 minutes. It was just like a simple vector tweak. I opened it up, deleted like a couple of pinpoints and resaved it and exported it. And you know what? That client gave me a 5-star review. And that meant that the second job I applied for was so much easier to get. I mean, I went from like going 2 weeks in between jobs to like a day in between jobs. And now I could probably go to Upwork and get a new job like within an hour or 2 if I really wanted it, because my credentials are so sky high. So yeah, definitely like focus more on just landing that first 5-star review. Don't worry so much about the money on the first one. You're probably not going to be rich. I would say cast a wide net for sure, but if the big fish aren't biting, settle for a little fish just to get 5 stars on the board. Treat it as a marketing expense. After all, think about all the time and money that advertisers on a daily basis pay to advertise on Facebook or, get their product out there. Freelance also has its own expenses and its own marketing hoops that you have to jump through. And in my opinion, getting your first job on Upwork is kind of one of those things, So yeah, jump.
It's almost like a rule of 5s if you think about it. Look for something that'll get you those 5 stars, maybe something that you can do in 5 minutes, even if it's $5.
I've got one more thing to say.
Are you cheating again?
No, I'm not cheating again. Hang on a second. All right. And then finally, here's one bonus tip that'll make sure that you're successful. Like and subscribe. Yes, so we just started on YouTube, so we'd really appreciate it if you guys liked and subscribed to our videos. Today's format was a little bit different, so we hope you enjoy it. Let us know what you think. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter. It's Morgan at Morgan O Media on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all the good stuff. Like and subscribe right here on our YouTube. Also, make sure you check out my blog, morganoverholt.com. Link is in the description. All right, thanks for watching. We'll have to find a way to speed up this riveting footage. or do something.
I'll fast forward it or what. I'll cut to it.
I'm sure there's gonna be a sound effect for fast forward. We'll just make one.